There we go. All right, so here we are. Let's do that. Correct? No? Is that not how it is supposed to be? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, that is very. Just come on, buddy. Okay. Okay. And all right, I don't know how to do that. So we'll just ignore that. There we go. All right. All right, y'all. Hello, everybody. If you can hear me, if you can see me, give me 2 thumbs up. If you cannot hear me, or if you cannot see me properly, let me know in the comments. I'll try and fix it the best I can. So let me get this out of here. I don't even know what I'm trying to do over here. There we go. Maybe like so. Okay, there. Woo! All right. So we have Peanut Shell, we have Debbie B, Courtney, then Karen Atkinson. So I was digging around with this whatchamacall, with this screen, and then I'm like, never mind. We'll just go with what we have here. I won't worry about the other screen. So there we go. Blue Jay, hello. So I hope all of you are doing very well. I hope all of you had a great Christmas. I think there seems to be a bit of a lag over here, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just not worry about it. So getting some of my cards out, making sure I got all my cards out here. Amanda Cooper's here. Awesome Possum. So yeah, there is a lag. I see it now. As always, drama. So what are you gonna do, right? So there we go. Come on, buddy boy. All right, there we go. Oh, I wish I had the kind of what's the word, subscribers, the volume where I could just like hire somebody to just take care of the technical aspect of it. I mean, I would be so freaking stoked. I'd be like, yeah, that's the way to go. But yeah, it's all good. We'll deal with it, right? We'll deal with it. I'm going back and forth between this screen and that screen and what have yous, and so trying to cancel some. There we go. Good to see y'all. Hi, Joan. I hope y'all had a great Christmas. Hi, Anne. How are y'all doing? So I have to show y'all. Can y'all see this shirt? Let me see. I think there is a lag, but if you can see this shirt, there is definitely a lag here. Let's see. See this? Right? This shirt. Yeah, there. It's so cool. I love it. My friend made it for me for Christmas. It was so awesome to visit with her. and of course she made a couple of other things for me, and of course, so I am using this. This is one of the gifts she gave me, and I'm using this because I have decided every time I come here and start doing a recording or reading, I'm going to make it a point to finish drinking all the water in this container. And this is a pretty big mug, right? So this is my personal sippy cup. Thank you, Amanda. So yeah, little bit of a lag, but that's all right. I won't worry about the lag. It'll catch up somewhere, I hope, right? Because I'm looking at my it's a couple of seconds of lag from my whatchamacall screen. This big screen I have over here. Whatever, Streamlabs or whatever, so it's okay. So hopefully it'll all work out. Yeah, that's true, absolutely true. And I met with her and her husband, and then Mark had gone with me, and we had a little Christmas lunch and exchanging gifts and stuff like that. So it was such a pleasure. So thank you. I do appreciate you. Just so you know, I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all, before I even go you know what? I'm just going to do this, y'all. I won't look at my YouTube screen because I think there is a bit of a lag over there because it's kind of distracting me. I'll just go back to my other screen so that way I can look at what I'm showing real time. Okay. Yeah, this screen. So even this screen is one big thing. Okay, we'll just do that. I had spoke about setting up a like a special to say thank you. Prairie says, did you ever look up Admiral Byrd Lost Diary? I did briefly, but I didn't go into it in depth because I had so many other things coming up. I do have a list of books I want to read, and actually, some certain theories and certain people I want to investigate further. So that's on my list. I have not forgotten. I just briefly thank you, Prairie, for bringing that up. That day after I did that reading, I kind of briefly looked into it, and you know what? It's super duper interesting. That is the kind of subject that's right up my alley, and I know once I delve into it, it's going to be like a deep dive, and I'm like, maybe I just need to kind of get all this Christmas thing finished with, and then deal with it. I mean, not deal with it as such. I mean, after the Christmas thing, then maybe I should delve into it. And as always, oh my God, can you just move over? There we go. That's what I want you to do. Okay, it doesn't want to do it. So we had spoke about me doing a special for Christmas, and I went back and forth, and I wasn't like sure how I wanted to do it. And my only concern was that was my way of saying thank you. Of course, March 1st would have been my anniversary for starting this channel, but whatever. I just didn't want to think about this. Please don't get me wrong, this is going to be for my subscribers only. I didn't want to kind of get stuck in mailing out gifts or winners of my whatever that I'm going to do. I'll talk about it in a bit. In the Christmas mail drama that happens every year, things getting missing, and the postal service or UPS or FedEx, whatever, losing it, and things being stolen out of it. And also I was like, okay, that's one thing I don't want to have happen. Second thing is, I don't want to spend shipping is expensive, right? I don't want to spend like $70-$80 on just shipping something to the winner. I'd rather spend that money and give that money as a gift than buy something, set up a nice little gift box, and then spend so much money. You know what I mean? So I was like, how do I do this? How do I do it? Then I said, okay, fine, maybe just giving gift cards, wherever the big boxes, right? Amazon and this and that, the n number of boxes, just giving gift cards. But that's like so impersonal. But on the other hand, I figured, giving gift cards is practical too, because people can go and buy whatever they want, rather than, I could send you, I don't know, let's take something. I can send you, the crystals, or a deck of cards, and it might not be something that you're really going to use. I want to be able to give gifts that people are really going to use. So I was kind of stuck in that quandary, and I was like, okay, what do? I need to figure this out. Then I kind of decided I still have a couple of days. It's definitely going to be like the top 5. There'll be 5 gifts to give away. That much I can tell you. And no, it's not $10 and $20 and all. It's going to be decent gifts. If I don't know if you'll remember, a couple times I had done these gifts, and I hope people enjoyed whatever I made, those little boxes, the gift boxes. I thought I put in some thought on that, and sent out some good stuff. So I want to do something like that. But regardless of what the gifts are going to be, it's going to be like a lucky tip kind of stuff, but it's going to be for 5 winners. And I want to set the date. I haven't yet posted it, but I want to set the date, and I actually want to post it. I will do it for the 4th of January, which is going to be a Saturday. So 4th of January, Saturday, it's going to be the usual 6:30 in the evening. It's only going to be for my subscribers, and we'll take it from there. So mark your calendars, 4th of January 2025, the first Saturday. I'm going to do this little, it's going to be a fun thing, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so let's just get that out of the way. So multi-stream, Facebook, what is it doing? I don't know what this thing is showing me. Okay, some comments on Facebook, and okay, there we go. All right, now I can see. Can I see both the comments? I don't know. Oh well. All right. So I know, y'all, the Mega Billions, I think it was $1.25 billion or something. Oh my God. So I wish every one of you the best of luck, and hope somebody wins it. I hope one of my subscribers wins it, right? Hang on, y'all. I'm just going to open the window for a second. Bunny, are you hot, Bunny? Mama's hot, as usual. And Mama will be cold in exactly 2.5 seconds. Opening this window, right? Oh my God, sorry, boo boo. Almost stepped on you. All right, y'all. All right, I'm back. So, yeah. Wouldn't that be fun? All right, so now, what happened to this? Oh my God, what happened to the camera? There we go. All right. Let's get started, y'all. So today what I figured, so remember, mark your calendars, right? It's going to be the first Saturday of January 2025, and it's going to be at 6:30, and it's going to be for my subscribers only. So there we go. And make sure that whoever has subscribed, it's not going to be for subscribers who joined just yesterday and day before. I mean, that's not going to be fair. So anywho, starting off with today, the video is still a bit laggy at your end. Okay, there is some video on the Lost Diary. Oh, I don't know, I haven't looked at that though. I'm sorry if there's a bit of a lag, y'all. I do apologize. I have no idea what's going on. All right, buddy, where are you? Okay, excellent connection, it says. So I don't know why there is a lag. I have no idea. I have no idea what the lag is about. Right here on YouTube, it says connection is excellent. Yeah, I'm so over it. But really, the moment, I'm telling you, y'all, I have decided that the moment, my channel gets big enough where I can say, okay, you know what, I can get somebody who will just take care of the tech aspect of it, I'm definitely going to do it. I'm definitely, absolutely going to do it. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, and welcome everybody. Good luck, everybody. If you're going to buy the lottery tickets, be responsible. So I just wanted to do a couple of things, like just recap, some of the cases, 2024 recap and see. This is like, you guys ask me whatever questions you all feel like you all want to ask, and we'll take it from there. But really quick, just, random, I'm not doing any personal readings. So let's start with what's going on with the most obviously famous case that you know the Idaho 4 situation, right? What's going on with all of that drama? Let's take a quick look and see where we are at it. I'm not doing specific readings on, what's his face's name, Koberger or whatever, or any of the victims specifically, but I'm just going to. Oh yeah, Blake and the drama about that. Y'all, I have my own opinions about that Blake Lively. I'm just saying. But I'll address that. Let me just do. Actually, you know what? Let's get that out of the way, because I feel like, the Idaho, once you get into reading the heavy stuff, the energy is going to shift. So let's get out of the way and let's see what the drama is about Blake Lively and that guy. I've never liked her, y'all. I mean, she's pretty and all that stuff, but I always thought she had like a arrogance about her. No, one more time, let me just say, actually, let me just preface all this by saying, this is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, and these are allegedly. I always felt that there was something arrogant about her, and then I'm sure there are a lot of people who are going to come, well, that's why she is who she is and you are who you are. Y'all, I have to answer those kind of people, critics who are going to come forth and say stuff. Let me just say, I'm very blessed with the life I have. This is what I have been blessed with, and I'm happy and I'm appreciative and I'm thankful for it. So those who are going to come out and say things like that, well, you can just hush yourself. Does arrogance come with fame? Sure, but humility also is part of, comes with it. So which one are you going to choose to be? So I never thought her acting was all that and a bag of chips, and I never thought there are a lot more actresses in the industry who are a lot more better looking than her, although granted she's attractive. Oh, she's nice looking. But the arrogance, I'm like, girl, where are you getting it from? So let's see, Blake Lively. Fire, baby. I don't know what her date of birth is. I'm not going into it. Mercury, gift of the gab. And then we have Mars. And you wonder why there's all that drama going on. Of course, he said, she said kind of stuff. So let's take a look and see. I don't know what the other fellow's name is, who she accused of being inappropriate with her or whatever. Yes, I'll do questions on Luigi as well. Yes, hang on. Let's get this Hollywood drama out of the way, right? And keep in mind, in Hollywood, right, no publicity is bad publicity, right? So, oh, okay. All right, y'all. All right. Just as I thought. So, I'm going to say a couple of things here. It is literally a war of words. It's literally a war of he said, she said, he said, she said. There is a struggle for power, and also this is going to go to court. I can tell you right away. It's if they haven't already, then this is definitely going to go to court. There's definitely going to be this whole drama about defamation and this and that and all that. But I also want you to know that there is something over here with the moon card popping up here that is most definitely it's like an illusion, right? So it's like most likely it's going to end as a settlement out of court. And it has definitely got to do with expressions, and what if I say something, what is the emotion behind my expression, as opposed to how is that perceived by whoever the other person is. So I can state for a fact that there is going to be some other stuff that's going to come out from this whole drama, that they may have been some sort of a allegation, if not a real uh, an allegation that has proof of a relationship, association that is apart from the committed relationship that she's in. That there is going to be some stuff like that that's also going to come out. Okay, we have enough cards. We have enough cards. Oh, and the moon card again. How lovely. Okay, let's do this. So there could be something coming out of the woodworks that she too has been up to some mischief and that sort of stuff. There is clearly a attempt being made at wanting to manipulate the narrative, but that attempt to manipulate the narrative is going to fall flat on its face. It is going to bring down it is going to bring down, it's going to affect, it's going to dissolve a relationship, and it is also going to show up that, look, this is not the first time this has happened. This allegation has been made by her a couple of other times, and there's going to be a lot of exchange of words. There's going to be a lot of civil suits and attacks, etc. But as far as the outcome of all this is concerned, let me just say that she's not all that innocent as people make her out to be. But shall we say that what the allegation she's making, is it really as serious as she has made it seem? That's a question, and we are not victim blaming here. And let's also face it, sometimes a lot of people make false allegations, so that kind of scenario has happened too. But there's a lot more going on over here. There will be allegations of having an affair. There'll be allegations of this is not the first time she's done this. There's going to be allegations of, I was asked for this, and this, and I said, no, I'm not going to do it. And then somebody went off the tangent and said, I'm going to show you who I am. I'm going to put you in your place. All that kind of drama is going to come up. And then after all of that, we have the time machine. And what is a time machine? It's well, literally the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune says, hold on a second. This thing is not set. This thing is still going to keep moving around. And ultimately, what is the outcome? This is going to take some time, at least about another 10 months before everything is settled. And the outcome, the outcome is not looking too good, y'all. Outcome is not looking too good. It is going to most certainly affect her career, or whatever her career is left of it. And it's also going to affect the career of the other person. But I actually feel that the other person is most likely going to come out of this after a long period of time, about 10 to 11 months of real hardship. That person is actually going to fare better than she is. So let's just leave it at that. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. Oh, she has always had an attitude about her. So, all right. So now somebody asked, let's go back and let's do a quick read on Luigi, and then we'll get to all the other ones, okay? Luigi, whatever his last name is. I don't even know what his last name is. Take these cards. I don't know what Luigi's date of birth is, and all. We won't get there, but we'll do just quick readings. We have Saturn, Aquarius, the Earth card, Fire, and then Sagittarius. This is going to be a little bit of a long drawn affair. There is going to be a lot of drama going on with this for at least another, say, 11 months, and then this whole case is going to be quiet. It is going to go quiet, it's going to go underground, it's going to be like just quietened out, and nothing's going to be spoken about it. And then again, you pick up with the Sagittarius season again in 2026. In this case, is going to get rejuvenated. This is a pretty intense situation. I will tell you for a fact that it is not just as people say. It isn't what people say it is. Hi, Fopair. It isn't what people say it is, that he's the one. There is more to this case. Now, we also have Aquarius, right? Now, Aquarius, as we know, is also ruled by Saturn and Uranus. Let me tell you, this case is going to turn on its head. There are going to be other people who are going to be brought into the picture, okay? This is going to go so far as even let's say the stock market, the companies that trade, they are going to be affected. They're absolutely going to be affected by this. Certain companies, if it isn't just that United Health, there'll be certain other companies and certain other players in the market also, big time players who are going to get who are stuck in this. Now, this is all going to come out in the wash in terms of electronic media is going to pick it up, and we're going to hear a lot more about it. All this drama, then it's going to go quiet, okay? But come next year, the Sagittarius season, this thing is again going to start heating up. Then we have the Judgment card. Judgment is Pluto. It talks about, forgive and forget. Pluto is rising from the phoenix, rising from the ashes, and all that good stuff. And then we have the Hangman, and the Hangman is Neptune. And then we have the Sun card. Look, at some point or the other, there is going to be a I rest my case type of situation, right? So it's going to come to a standstill. There is going to be an effort made to still pin it on him, but I don't know if they're going to be successful in being able to pin this whole thing on him. But do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think he's really the one who's responsible for this, y'all. I don't think so. At least based on what the cards are telling me. And another thing, they had made a statement that on the news that they found the manifest on him. I'm like, he supposedly threw away his backpack, his this, his that, but he's going to hang on to his manifest. That didn't make sense to me. But they are going to do their level best to pin it on him. But I don't think people realize that how his folks are also somehow involved in big money. I'm just saying that. And then we have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Hermit, and Six of Pentacles. There will be a period of time where he is going to be incarcerated. Okay, he's absolutely going to be incarcerated. There is going to be a period of the withdrawal, yada yada, all that good stuff. But then there's also going to be some sort of a settlement, either settlement, time served and get out, or I'll give you this for that, like pardon you for that. It's like trying to make an example of him and trying to um, uh, use him for another reason, for another goal. So they will be like, okay, we'll give you this for that, and then we'll let you go and we'll say time served and you can go, type of thing. But there is going to be a lawsuit coming out of this. I won't be surprised if he actually does himself file a lawsuit whenever against the authorities, for sure. Okay. All right. Oh, it will be an interesting trial. So, because I know you spoke about this before, but will the rest of the names? Uh, oh, they are absolutely going to come out. Absolutely, they will. Their names are definitely going to come out. Let's go back and let's look. I'm being called to see about the Idaho case. Okay, just the general energy about the case. I'm not looking at each and every individual and things like that. Just the case, just the energy of the case. What's going on over there? Okay, let us see. Wow, very interesting. Just okay. So, full disclosure, just a couple of days ago, I was reading. I did, like, I think it was this past Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday, I think. I was just goofing off over here myself, and I pulled some cards, very specifically for this case, for a specific victim. And one thing that came out that was very prominent was the Aries card, and there was a message in that, and I am not surprised that that same Aries card has popped up right here. Okay, and then we have this card, and I'll get into the one, two, three, four, five. One. Okay. Ooh. All right. This is very interesting. Very interesting. There will be other arrests made as far as this case is concerned. I'm convinced. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Judgment, the Seven of Pentacles, the Magician, Three of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, the Death card, the Strength card, Three of Cups, and the Devil card. I will say, as far as I'm concerned, based on what I'm seeing here, again, these are allegedly. This is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own conclusions. The justice is the whole legal proceeding for this case is heavily influenced, is going to be manipulated, regardless of what anybody says. It is definitely going to be manipulated. Okay, the balance in court, I feel like is going to be, the outcome of this is going to be somehow manipulated, or a particular individual who is sitting in a position of power will do his level best to ensure that the outcome is going to be something that's going to suit his uh, his agenda. So okay, so let's get that out of the way. There are people who are absolutely working for settlement, right? There are people who are working towards literally like throwing this whole thing out of court and saying, dismiss it, this is bah humbug, there's no evidence. look at all of this, there's not a trace of evidence, we have to throw this case out. But I don't think they're going to be successful, because right after that we have the card of failure over here, okay? And then we have the magician card that says we need to bring it back up. So we need to bring it back into the spotlight. We need to do whatever it is that we can do in terms of creating, like bringing in more evidence, for lack of a better term, or also bringing in somehow, somewhere, somebody else is going to be arrested with regards to this case, and once they introduce that, it's like, here we go again, everything is a big mess, now take it out of court and then bring it back and redo this and redo that. And then you have the Three of Wands. Y'all, I kid you not, y'all, they are going to be 3 people in total who are going to be held responsible, if you will, directly or indirectly, for this whole drama. 1 man and 2 women. Now, don't go off and don't jump to conclusions. This is just based on my cards. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. These are allegedly. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions. These are just my observations and my opinions. 2 females and, I'm sorry, I take that back. 2 males and a female. I take that back. 2 males and a female. One of the males is actually a little bit older. I can go so far as to describe the person, who is kind of blondish hair and wears glasses, or has a need to wear glasses. Either wears glasses or wears contacts. The other male, I say, has got some sort of medals and won some like, where's my magnifying glass? Some sort of medal. I can use my phone as my magnifying glass, can't I? You know how they'll say it's either in the military or in the police or in the whatever, they have like medals. Yeah, some sort of medals, y'all. Or even kind of some sort of a organization where they put a sash and then they put medals, whatever, ribbons and medals, that kind of thing. Then we have eight of this. They are going to have to rework this case. I'll tell you something though, I don't know what the legalities are, but they are going to go back to work and continue to work, because they are definitely asking for the death penalty, okay? So I don't know whether in that particular city where this case has been transferred to, whether the death penalty is on the table or off the table, I don't know, but it's like they're almost going to push for that. But then you end up with the strength card over here again, which says, no, hold on a second, we cannot just blindly do that because that's what you want. We have to weigh the pros and cons and look at all the evidence, and there is going to be a strong faction of people who are going to do their very level best to ask for the death penalty. And then there's going to be a faction of people who are going to be like, no, we're going to fight for it and we're going to say no death penalty. I almost feel like, you know how those organizations that come out of the woodwork and they go for to free people who are wrongly incarcerated. I almost feel there's a whole bunch of people who are going to, of that sort, who are going to get involved in this case. And then you have the Three of Cups, and of course the Three of Cups does talk about collaborations and having that circle of support, etc. But then at the end of it all, you have the Devil card. Now the Devil card is, oh, it's a Devil card. No, it talks about letting go of the fear of being marked, if you will, by certain authoritative figures or factions, and almost like cutting ties to bring the true whatever to the surface, the true killers, the true reason, the true whys and wherefores to the surface, why this happened. And I'm not surprised, I see 4 on this too. this Idaho case, y'all, is so much more than what people believe. Forget mainstream media, but let's talk about the other. It's so much more. They are people in authority, people in power, organization in power, that real power, real money that is involved in this. And nobody's going to say anything about that. So this is saying, look, the advice is to, the only way you can bridge this across over to saying this case is resolved and due justice is delivered is to have the wherewithal, have the strength to stand strong and fight the authorities, because this is like a pretty heavy hitting kind of authoritative group, faction, organization that is doing its level best to stop all this from coming out into the surface, because this is far reaching. It's literally like, once the people who are fighting for the truth to come out, the case, they're able to kind of figure out, that's fine, we got it, we're going to stick to our guns, we're going to go forward, and they're able to go cross that bridge, then it's all like home stretch. But do not be surprised if there are other people who are also going to be, at least 2 other people who are going to be somehow brought into this case, either arrested or there's some weird thing that's going on over there. Let's stop that. Okay. Ipsy Dixit, she keeps changing her name. Sherilyn, what's going on? How are you? Can you let us know why they did it to them? Was it drugs, gang style stuff? And I actually covered it some couple of times. I have said it. I'm not going to repeat it here. Maybe someday when I have a someday when I have a, how I used to do those Zooms for just a few of us, like almost like a personal session type of thing, I will talk about it, because for my own safety and security, I don't think I want to be able to throw everything out there. But there are a couple of people, there's one person over here who I have actually discussed this with, and I don't want her to, please don't come forward and say, yes, I know what it's all about, because just for safety and security. But and someday I'll do it. Before the case is over, then y'all will know. For my own, hey, I enjoy life. I want to be alive for as long as I can, that sort of stuff. So, all right, so let's look at some other cases. There's definitely drugs involved, obviously. Definitely, that much I'll go into. Okay, now let's look at what is this? I will say one thing. Let me pull out that card. I know exactly which card it is. Come on, buddy. Don't hide from me. As usual, the card I want would be the last dang card that pops up, correct? No, we're almost there. Oh my word. Where are you? No, almost there. Remember I said there are 2 other people at least who are going to be like caught in the dragnet with regards to this case. I will say one of those individuals, okay, there is a question about the sexual identity of that individual. So let me clarify what I'm saying. Just so everybody knows, I have no problem with people who are whatever gender they want to be, whatever gender they claim to be, whatever gender they wish to be, however they wish to be addressed. It's all fine. You do you, boo. I do me. It's a wonderful world. We're all blessed. There's enough room for all of us. Be happy. I'm happy. Everything is fine. I have no problem. I have nothing personal against anybody of any particular faction or orientation. Having said that, I see here, based on this, that one of those individuals, there's been some question about their gender identity. That's all. Okay? So, all right. So now, let's look at the other case that I wanted to do, and that is Rex Heuermann. Rex Heuermann, you all know which case that is, right? It is the Long Island. Is it the Long Island murders? Rex Heuermann. Oh, wow. Okay, right off the bat. Oh, that man is a piece of work. Oh, that man is a piece of work. Is a piece of work. I will tell you. Oh my goodness. Okay. I wish I had kept the papers of, their date of births and all that stuff. Remember, I do the numerology. All it sits here in this trash can, which is just full of paper of all these scribbles I do, and then every so often I empty it because I'm like, what am I going to do with it? And then when I empty it is when I need it. Pluto, and then we have the Justice card, which is Libra, and Libra is ruled by Venus. And then we have the Sun card, and then we have the World card. World is Saturn. Virgo is again Mercury. Wait, Libra is Venus, Virgo is Mercury. And the Devil card is Capricorn, which is Saturn. Interesting. Meticulous planning, meticulous execution of the plan, meticulous assignment of duty. Don't ask me why these words are like. Wow. This case, y'all, oh my goodness. Look, y'all, this case is freaking ridiculous. Is I will not be surprised if one of the family members of Rex Heuermann actually starts talking, because there is still this great fear of being controlled by him. Okay, there is this great fear of being controlled by him. Now, either that oh, I'm afraid that he's going to find out, either that is a genuine feeling, or that is purposefully being projected so that they can hide their own involvement or their own participation or knowledge of what happened, when it happened, how it happened, for their own protection, and to get a pardon, there's a sentence, whatever. There's a great effort being made, okay, as far as that is concerned. But through meticulous investigation and digging, I do believe the authorities are actually going to be able to break the so-called bond between the fellow Rex and his wife, right? And like the marriage, the how the marital vows makes you like if you're married to the person, it's you're you're exempt somehow from being a witness, or I don't know what the legalities are, kind of thing, right? They are somehow going, things are going to transpire in such a way that that protection will not be there after a certain point in time, and therefore that individual has to come and testify. And when that individual comes and testify is when all hell is going to break loose, and there's a lot of stuff that's going to be spilled. And then that is what is truly going to push this case into the next level, if it hasn't already been in the next level, considering how many people have been murdered by that fool. There are a few other cases that will, at least five cases, as much as they may say we know he did it, they will not be able to find concrete evidence tying him to those cases, to those victims. So unfortunately, those 5 other victims are going to go without being acknowledged in terms of like he's the one who did it, because simply because they don't have the ties. But that's not to say in some roundabout way they are also going to get their justice. Yeah, the mother, the wife is the one who is like very who has a lot of information, the debauchery, how things happen, how he used to do it. It's a power play. They are going to offer her some sort of immunity if they haven't already, so that she can come forward with more concrete evidence. This is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions. These are allegedly. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, and draw your own conclusions. Okay. Let's see. I don't even know how many people are with us today. Let's see. I'm just curious. Only 30 people? Oh, well. All right. No worries. Okay. So there's another thing that was going around. Oh, I cannot wait. Hang on. Imagine being his immediate. Yeah, these events caused fear on. Yeah. Okay, there's another thing. Will Jennifer Soto be arrested? I think I answered that question, Courtney. I think she will. I'm going to draw a quick card for Jennifer Soto, because there's something else I wanted to say going back to the Idaho. Oh, there are so many more, Amanda. Amanda Cosper, I don't believe I recognize, but welcome. Debbie says February 12, 1964 is his date of birth. Okay, let's leave that. Okay, thanks, Deb, but I just want to say Jennifer Soto. Hasn't she been arrested already? I think I said she will be held accountable in some way, shape, or form. Ooh, interesting. I think she will be. There's something that they're still working in one way, shape, or form. She is going to be she's going to be charged, but is she going to serve a lot of time? I don't think she'll serve more than 5 years. I don't think. Okay. Oh yeah, thanks. And I do, but there's one thing I wanted to address with regards to the and the thing that I don't want to get too deep into is your previous question. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. But there was this whole thing about a year or so before this happened. The Idaho 4 were murdered. Apparently, there was another break-in, and 10 minutes away from this, the King's Roadhouse, and people were thinking it was what's his face's name that did it. So I just want to see, did what is his name, Kobaga do it? Nah, that's like really stretching. I don't think he was really involved in that. They're trying to pin it on him. No, y'all. No, they should drop that. I don't think he's responsible for that break-in. They're trying to pin everything and everything on him. I don't think they should do it like that. So, all right. So, what other questions do y'all have? Brian, yeah. Any other? Man, we are at the end of December and I know there were a lot of cases, but is this all we can think of? No other cases? Nobody else has any other questions about any other cases or anything? Then I'm just going to do my own reading here then. The one thing I want to ask, should I even use these cards or look at some other cards? We'll do these cards. What is that fellow's name? Assad, sitting in Russia. He's filed... Hi Alia, my Christmas was very quiet. Thank you. Yes, I can do that about the drones. Hang on one second. Will charges be dropped on the turtle boy? Hang on. I'm going to ask this question about Assad, the guy who's sitting in Russia. He's going to be fine, y'all. The fellow, the Syrian guy, you know, who ran off to Russia and sought asylum, political asylum. He is going to be fine. He's going to be sitting in Russia for quite a while. His relationship with the Russian Putin is fine. He is going to be hiding there for a while. I was very curious about that. Okay, let's go back to... Will Sebastian be found? Hang on. One more question. The drones did I don't know whether I did that thing about the will charges be dropped on the turtle boy case. Ooh, interesting. Not all of them, not all of those charges. I do believe there's something that's going to stick because it's going to be almost like a pay a fine type of a thing. They're going to say, you know, things coming full circle, sure, yada yada, but it's almost like, dude, you got to pay a fine. And he's going to be like, screw it, I'll just pay a fine and I'm going to walk away from this. So will all the charges be dropped? You could say kind of, but there's still going to be some sort of a fine type of a situation he has to pay, and he's not going to let that go. He's going to fight for it, to say, what no, what happened? Oh my god, can you still see me? Disk space is full. I don't want to record anything, man. Oh, I don't want to record. Screw it. Okay. Who's Dylan Rounds? Okay, there was a couple of other questions I saw. Will Sebastian be found? I don't know about the Sebastian Rogers. I don't know. I see a victory here. Lot of cups, man. That's very, very interesting. Interesting. So I'm going to say yes, but I don't know whether he is going to be found. I hope he is found alive, but I can't see for sure. He's going to be found, but I don't know in what shape. Let's leave it at that. I'm not getting any deeper into reading for kids. Okay, Dylan Rounds. Who's Dylan Rounds? I don't even remember who Dylan Rounds is. I can't even remember. I think Dylan Rounds, I think that case has been resolved. I think the person, hasn't Dylan Rounds passed? I think I did a reading on him and I said he had passed, and I did say somebody who was responsible for that too, and ultimately that guy ended up being caught, isn't it? Let me just, I can't even remember what I think I did a reading for Dylan Rounds. Oh, wait a second. Okay, oh, Jimmy Hoffa. Okay, wait. Jimmy Hoffa. How will Dodge be taken? What is, y'all? Am I living under a rock? Dodge as an anti. Are you talking about the company? Yes. Carly Gregg. Oh, I digress about Carly Gregg, Sherilyn. But somebody asked James Brenner, and yeah, that case is done. Wait, I'm missing something, y'all, because there is a lag over here. Yes, we see you. Delvin Dillon was found. Jimmy Hoffa case, y'all. That's going to be another one. James Brenner and yeah. Yeah, that's been resolved. But Carly Gregg, is that the mother who says her son is responsible for killing her husband? Is that the one? Is that Carly Gregg? Who has been found, Amanda? Dylan Rounds' remains have been found, yeah. Yeah, department. Yes. Okay, hang on. Let's go back to, I want to know, is Carly Gregg the one who said her son is the one who actually killed her husband? I am going to say that Carly Gregg is not innocent. Don't buy into it. She's very much responsible for the demise of her husband. Okay. Will I... Fope, I mean, like, I'm will you keep this username all year? That's on you. That's not something I'm going to do a tarot reading on. So that's a little bit Carly Gregg. Wait, hang on. I'm confused. Hang on. Carly Gregg is, let me see what that Carly Gregg looks like. What does she looks? Images. Oh, that chick. Okay. I thought Carly Gregg was that lady who, remember, she was sentenced to sentence, and she turns around and she said it's her son who actually made her kill her husband, or the son the one who really is responsible for his death. No, that lady is Carly Gregg is 14-year-old who shot her mom. So Carly Gregg. Give me 1 second, Anne. Hang on 1 second. Oh, Carly Gregg is something else, y'all. That 15-year-old kid. Look, I'll tell you something about Carly Gregg. She has fooled so many people. That individual, I wouldn't entertain her. I don't want to know her. I don't want to nothing. She has fooled so many people. Always strife, always emotional blackmail, always like that anger, that animosity. She just wanted to be free of everything and everybody and not be asked any question. She is not somebody who takes very kindly to authority. She never will. She is very good at manipulating people, y'all. Very good at manipulating people. Very, very good. But And she had help. She had help. Okay. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. She absolutely knew what she was doing. Okay. We have another question. Hang on, Auntie. Okay, will I Trump and Musk are implementing a new Dodge DOG. My God, you know what I thought when I saw the DOG? I thought I need to change my glasses. I read it as Dodge, the car manufacturer. I'm like, what's happening with Dodge? Oh, will Trump and Musk implement new department? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, there will definitely be a push to implement it. There is definitely going to be a lot of negotiation. But in terms of the Department of Government, whatever efficiency, efficacy, whatever you want to call it, there's going to be some sort of a pushback, and there is going to be some sort of a finding a truce, finding the middle ground, a little bit of negotiation, but ultimately they are going to be successful. But there are going to be some particular parameters that are going to be set for them, saying that at least the Senate is going to say, look, you can't just go off willy-nilly and do whatever you want. We are going to let you do this, and this, but this you can only do so much, and as long as you remain within the bounds. So they're going to have freedom to do certain things to a certain extent. I hope that answered your question. For Paris. What are you, face purple crying, face purple crying? Girl, what is wrong with you, girl? Come on now. I mean, it's on you whether you want to keep your username or not. I'm not. Oh, is that what you mean? Okay, I'm not keeping up with this comments. I apologize. There's a disconnect here. I'm not keeping up with this. So Trump calling. Yeah, that's so bizarre. As far as that is concerned, I think he's full of shit. I think he needs to stop. I'm going to take back Greenland and the Panama Canal and this and that. No, let's look at that reading. Let's look at that. The Greenland and Panama Canal and Canada is the 51st. No, he's talking through the wrong orifice. That is going to be shut down so fast. Okay, to answer that question, Greenland, Canada, Panama Canal, we have 8 of Wands, we have 9 of coins, and then we have Princess of Wands. Look, this is all a bunch of posturing is the right word. There is going to be an attempt made, but it's all really camouflaged for all this attempt at, I want Greenland, I'm going to get the Panama Canal to pay us back, and Canada is mine. All that really is posturing, but really behind the scenes is for gains, financial gains. So I am going to say he is not going to be successful in doing all of that, but there's going to be a behind the scenes kind of monies being exchanged or compromises being made, not so much because Canada is afraid or Greenland is afraid or the Panama Canal, they want it back, but it's like threats. It's almost like saying, oh my God, let's just give him something to keep him quiet, that sort of a thing. Is he really going to be successful in getting all of that? I don't see it. Hang on one sec. Texas killing, field serial killer. Hang on one second. Let's go back. Yeah, it was just I had double. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you. Oh, is that where the name was? Oh, okay. See, I could not for the life of me understand what you were trying to say. I thought you said it was just a username. So now there's a whole different layer to that. My apologies if I misunderstood you, but that's a pretty serious thing. I hope you feel better. I hope you're on the mend. Uh, we'll definitely be sending you positive energy. I sincerely apologize. I really thought you were just asking about your username, and I'm like, that's on you, right? But so I understand like where all that is coming from. I hope you feel better. Seriously, I hope you do. um, I can understand where, you know, I was like, why is she crying and all that stuff? I couldn't understand, but now I get it. I truly hope you feel better, girl. Sending you positive energy for sure. He's always been, yeah. Cat hitchhike, Texas killing field serial killer. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, it's all that posturing business. Delvin has not been caught. There is a documentary. Oh, I don't know, but you know what? Let's ask about that. Let's ask. And in terms of the Texas serial killer, I was also thinking about Austin, Ladybird Lake, but Texas serial killing. Texas. Oh, they want me to do this. Oh, whoa. Okay, y'all. So this whole thing about the Texas field killings and all that stuff, this person is definitely in hiding, sitting it out. It is a genuine case. There is a serial killer. The person is definitely hiding. Time out. Hiding. Not hiding in plain sight, but just hiding. Ooh. Ooh. Holy shit. It's going to take another death that is going to bring this case back into the limelight, and this other death is going to be the one that's going to help break this case apart, and then there is going to be a completion. But as far as the serial killer, I feel like he is going to off himself. After this last one. And I feel like this death that's going to happen is going to be of a person who is not of not of y'all, this is some creepy energy, who's not of this, who's of who's of who's got some ties or connections to the Egyptian culture. I'm going to stop. I don't like that energy. I'm going to stop. Okay. Sydney Powell, Ohio, just granted a new trial on appeal after killing. Oh, man. Sydney Powell. Let me see. Murder case. Let me see. What is the chick's images? What? So they're saying Becky Ruther, how are you? Okay, I'm missing. Did we talk about the orbs? No, orbs. Wait, the orbs. Auntie, what orbs? Do you see orbs around me right now? I actually, in the afternoon, I was reading up on some stuff, and then I, so I'm sitting on the couch, and my computer is like this, and I'm looking at something on the computer screen. I was reading up some information, and I could swear I saw a orb literally like from the left side, from the bottom, float up like that, like right before me. And I was like, wait, what was it? And then I didn't think much of it, but drones and orbs. Okay. Yeah, that's Sydney Powell. No, they shouldn't drop the appeal. Like, no, no, no. I mean, how do you like? Uh, Anywho, okay. Okay, the drones and orbs. The drones and orbs. Okay. The drones. Tell me about the drones. Tell me about the drones. Okay, one's out. Interesting. We have futility, valor, and then the emperor. Oh, interesting. Look, this is weird, y'all. Okay, I will say, as far as the drones are concerned, it is both a government as well as somebody who's not a government. Okay, so there are two different factions to it. Okay, and there is somebody over here, the emperor, you could say, the leader of the state, the nation, the whatever, who is kind of almost purposefully putting things in a state of, let's just wait and see, let's just wait and see. But then there's also an effort over here of hoping that there is going to be some sort of a revelation due to and through and because of negotiation. So I'm going to say part of it is, yes, our government too. And then you have the strength card. This is a tussle of powers. This is we are not going to fare very well with regards to this drone situation. I'll tell you that much. It's not going to be very good for us. This is a struggle of power, and we are not going to come out. The government won't tell us that, but it's not looking too good for us. We have kind of actually lost control over that window of opportunity where we could have shut it down. Okay, hi Joan. How will the inauguration, King Charles? Nothing about King Charles. He's going to be interesting. There is a period of rest right now. Then there's going to be around May of next year, there's going to be a little bit of a strife, and then it's literally going to be handing over power. Because there is going to be some sort of a drama, there's some sort of a strife, there's some sort of a situation between him and his spouse, and there's also going to be like even more delegation of power to the next generation, the next couple. Okay. I have heard that they are looking for radioactive materials that can cause a strike. Yeah. I'm going to say that the small window of opportunity that our government had to really find out what those drones are all about and to protect us and to stop them from going any further, we lost that opportunity. So, how will inauguration be? How will There's going to be a little bit of a drama that's going to happen around the inauguration time. They are going to have to bring out extra protection. There is going to be a little bit of readjusting, rescheduling, relocating the inaugural ceremonies. Like there's going to be some shuffling going on over there, and they're going to say it's security, security, security. There's going to be some little bit of drama happen over there. And then we have the Princess of Wands too, right? No, there's going to be some sort of a little bit of a, I don't want to say struggle, but shuffle. There's some quickly changing something last minute go on, and they're going to say for the sake of security, and a little bit of a struggle of power. There's going to be like some kind of a jostling over there going on. I'm not liking the energy around that time. They're going to last minute quickly, they're going to move, shuffle, 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 move. So I don't know what that's about. Okay. Let's see. Is anyone in here to true crime? Yes. How is Meghan and Harry? Will they stay mad? No, I don't think so. I don't think they will. And oh, did she get engaged? Oh, I didn't even know she was engaged. Actually, I'm not even going to be concerned about whether he's upset that she got engaged or whatever. I'm more concerned about his sanity and his mindset and where his mental health is at the moment. So let's look at that. Yeah, wow. Ace of coins, Princess of cups, and Ace of cups. Well, you know what? He's going to bury his head in the sand and focus more on work. And yes, he is still hung up on Selena, whether he agrees or not. He is still hung up on that. As much as I didn't want to see that or read for that, I will say he is going to kind of bury his head in the sand because he's still got some emotions and feelings for her, and he's still kind of hanging on to that. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. She's the one who got away, kind of. Okay. Jack the Ripper. And you're welcome, Becky. Yeah, I think they were a better match than who he is with at the moment. I think Selena had a little bit more of a grounding, stable effect on him. But I wouldn't be surprised if sometime future in their life they get back together. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. And as I say that, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually do get back together at some point. The Ladybird Lake in Austin is what I wanted to see, y'all. No, y'all, they're going to just, a whole bunch of. So the authorities, right? The organizations, be it the church, be it the authorities, whatever, right? There is somebody who's really, really, really going to, step forward and take action and start investigating and all that. But then somebody is going to forcibly make that person kind of say, hey, you know what? You need to kind of let go of this. You need to kind of not put in so much of effort. You need to go back and get us some more information, because the case is almost very close to being broken apart, right? But blown apart. but there's some pressure on this particular individual saying that no, you need to go back and you need to do some more, like forcing that person to go back and bury his head in the sand to in the books to come up with more proof. And then you have the Six of Cups, which I do believe is going to be, I think this case will be resolved, the Lady Bird Lake case. Okay. I don't know if I missed anything. Oh wow, natural causes, yeah. Why is it that they all end up in the Ladybird Lake, right? Like, what is it? Is it a dumping ground? Yeah, it is a dumping ground, and everything is a natural cause. How the hell can it be? It's either a natural cause or the person committed suicide with his hands tied behind his back, his ankles tied, and he's like hog tied literally, and then he jumps in. So if he's hog tied, and then he jumps in the lake, and he commits suicide. It's one thing when your hands are and your feet are tied in front of you, but here everything is tied behind you, and then you jump in the lake, and yeah, I don't know. Okay. So, any other questions you'll have? This is it. That's all we're doing today. Okay then. I don't know if I missed any. The Yuba County 5. I never know. I don't know what that is. The Yuba County. Actually, I'm going to go back to my YouTube thing because this let me do that. Yuba County 5. I didn't even know there was, because there's a lag. Okay, let's see. Yuba County. I don't even know. Yuba 5. What is that? Was that case resolved? The Yuba County? Nipsey Hussle. Let's do Nipsey Hussle because Alia has been asking for so long. Nipsey Hussle. Alia, this is for you, Alia Ali, because she has been asking for such a long time and I never got around to. I'm going to dedicate 10 minutes for Nipsey Hussle and see what comes through. And this is for Alia because she's been asking, man, for so long. We are not doing a numerology, we are not doing astrology, we are not doing none of that. We're just plain going to see what energy is there around Nipsey Hussle. Finally, Nipsey Hussle. Okay, so for Nipsey Hussle, the one thing that right away popped into my head was Drakkar. Okay, so I will tell you that I know Drakkar used to be, I don't know if it still is, a very popular men's cologne. So I don't know if he used to use that or not. Maybe somebody can look it up and put it on here. But Drakkar, Drakar. One more card. Nipsey Hussle. told to take some other cards. Hang on, y'all. I'm taking another set of cards over here. Hang on, everybody. I just switched off my cards because the energy is kind of draining on this. Got another set of cards. Okay. Oh, is it not new? Drakkar. Don't know why that. Of all the freaking perfumes, Drakkar, the first thought popped into my head. Now don't get me wrong. Black Code, Drakkar, Estee Lauder, those were popular around the 90s. But why that perfume, that cologne, that particular name? Maybe Alia should attest to it because she's a fan of Nipsey Hussle. Show me what I need to see. Y'all, what are the odds, y'all? I have the Leo, Capricorn, Jupiter, the Tower card, the Fool card, the Hermit. I have the Sun card, the Chariot, and Judgment. All major arcanas. Freaking major arcanas. uh, all major arcanas. And then I have the Hermit in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Is that the Ace of Swords? Give me 1 second. Let me get some. Oh my God. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh my God. Yeah, that is the Ace of Swords. Wow. Okay, so Leo, Capricorn, Jupiter, the Tower card, the Fool card, the Hermit card, the Sun, the Chariot, the Judgment, the Hermit again in reverse, and then, okay, hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6 cards are major arcana. Then they have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse. I don't know if he has kids and if he has how many kids he has or whatever, but that has become a big thing now. So somebody has to, yeah, Drakkar, D-R-A-K-K-A-R, I thought it was K-A-R. Anywho, hi Rachel, how are you? I know, right? Two boys and a girl. See, look, something to do with his kids, particularly the male child, that is the one who's going to be instrumental in bringing a lot of things with regards to his demise to light, the stuff that went on behind the scenes. Okay? Then we have Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn, and then the Fool card. So the Fool card is Uranus. It talks about change and risk taking, etc. But Capricorn talks about is ruled by Saturn. So, and it's also the card of finances, and it's the card of discs, the money, and it's a earth energy. So this has a lot to do with the business, with the money aspect of it. And then you have Jupiter and the Hermit card. Now the Hermit card is a Virgo card, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So I will say for sure that the actual true reason of what really happened is very much driven by the business. We understand that the business aspect of it, the monies, but there is so much of money that has been siphoned off, that has been stolen from his estate, from his, because of activities by nefarious characters, the ones who are truly responsible for his death. All that stuff is actually going to come to light. And once that comes to light, then you have the Chariot card, which is saying, okay, now we have all this information, right? And now we are able to, find the balance, like get all the information with regards to what truly happened, and move this forward towards and move this forward and bring it to light, so that radical changes are made to these certain entities and organizations, that is going to actually bring the things that they have brushed under the carpet to light. Okay, then the female over here, be it Nipsey's spouse at the time or the daughter over here, for some reason she does not want to be part of this. Okay, I don't know why she does not want to be part of this. And then you have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Now Ace of Swords does talk about cutting of ties, it talks about clarity, thoughts, etc., etc. But for some reason, okay, this particular female, be it his daughter or be it his spouse at the time, the mother of his kids, she doesn't want to be a part of this. Now I want to know, why does she not want to be a part of this? But here's the thing, when all this stuff comes to light, things that have been hidden for so long, and stuff about so many other people are all going, it's literally digging up the bones, and it's not just digging up the bones, it's digging up contracts, it's digging up companies that were dissolved, etc., etc., all that stuff. Okay, all that's going to come up, all that's going to be brought to light. Six of Cups, Eight of Cups, 5. Oh, okay. Now the good thing, there are two aspects to this. The good thing is they are going to be successful in bringing all this to light and holding certain people responsible for this. Okay, but then, which is the Six of Cups, which says success. Okay, Six of Cups does talk about reunions and the innocent people who are wrongly accused, them being given a clean chit, and successfully cleaning the slate of all the wrongdoings of that were all the false accusations that were made against certain innocent people. And then you have the Eight of Cups, and then there is a sense of walking away from that part of it. Okay, saying, okay, we've cleared the slate for certain people, now they are in the clear. And then you have the Five of Pentacles, which puts them back in a situation where it's like, this is going to take a lot of money legally for these people in terms of fees, etc., to fight this case. Once all this is sorted out, it's going to come to light, and then they're going to have an opportunity over here to either, I'm talking about Nipsey's progeny, they are going to have an opportunity over here to say, okay, now you have two choices. What are we going to do? Should we say we're going to just give us a settlement, we walk, or we are going to fight further and say, take back all that was truly rightfully my father's? That's what it's going to be. The Tower card. Okay. Oh, it's going to be destruction, y'all. Once they make that decision of whether, we'll just settle it and say, okay, be done with it, wash our hands, walk away, start anew, start afresh, or we're going to hunker down, dig in, and fight for it, there is going to be a lot of destruction that is going to be wrought on a lot of people. Oh, shoot. Oh, wow. Y'all, depending on the decision the progeny make, it is literally going to bring down the music industry, the structure of that music industry as we know it, if it hasn't already been affected by this drama with this freaking fool, what's his name, Diddy. The music industry, that world as we know it, is completely going to be restructured, like dismantled, and an attempt at recreating. But when they make an attempt to recreate, they are going to be three main characters who are literally going to be left standing upright, if you will. And those are the people who are going to actually be able to collaborate, or Nipsey's progeny is going to be able to collaborate, because I do believe, I don't know which one of his children, based on the cards over here, does have some talent like the father did. So they're going to be able to collaborate and come back up, moving forward very quickly, uh, taking action, moving forward, and creating a whole another entity, a venture, a business, a opportunity, a stream of success, a stream of money, a stream of that sort of a thing. Do you get what I'm saying? And yeah, they're going to take the control. They're going to take control. It's a long, whoa, okay. It's a long battle, y'all. Oh, winner, winner, chicken dinner. You have the Ace of Wands, and then you have the Ace of Pentacles. Absolutely, they will be successful. They will be successful. Success for the family, for his kids. After all these decades of sadness and heartbreak and not having their father around and sort of stuff, finally they will have it. It would all come around in such a way that things would be like full circle, and it'll be like finally things are going to be set. The record is going to be set right. The dues are going to be paid. Those to be held accountable will be held accountable, and such. Well, I've said this many, 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 many times. If there's anybody who really knows all the secrets about what really went down and all that, I do believe it's what's his name, Snoop Dogg. I truly believe Snoop Dogg knows a lot more than he is ever let on. You know what I mean? Yeah. I like what I'm seeing, y'all. I really like what I'm seeing, because I feel like infinity, things are going to come around full circle, and then you know, the major cleanse, right? And then you'll see a new era, if you will, for the industry as such. And I do believe that for him, if Nipsey really, he would have been a force to reckon with. What about Jay-Z and all is nothing. Jay-Z and all is like that. Nipsey really would have reached that level of fame and fortune and success. And there's also a element of him uh, doing good for people. I'm feeling so emotional now, because um, I see that it's when this thing is settled is when he's really going to be at peace. Really, I feel so terrible, man. That was just, and what's that other guy who was killed right after him? The other rapper, that big guy. Oh my God, I forget his name. Very sad. Okay, I don't know who Buddy is, Peanut Shell. I don't know who you're talking about. Unless you're talking about my dog Bernie. He is doing very well. He is like I hadn't posted right that I wanted to do a live, and the last minute I was like, okay, let's do it, and then I set my computer here and I went to get a sip of water in the bathroom break as usual, and by then Bernie was already in the office. He's like, Mom, hurry up, let's go. You have to do your live. So who's young Dolph? Bernie, he's all right. He has his days when he struggles a little bit, and there are some days where he struggles like pushing off from the ground type of thing, and he kind of tires out pretty soon after his walk. But man, I've decided to kind of really pamper him. I don't give him too much of human food, like I don't believe in that. Oh, that's okay, Peanut. I didn't know if you're talking about somebody else. um, like I don't believe in giving our dogs and cats human food, but things like if I'm making a burger, then we will grill a burger just for him, like no seasoning, no nothing. Or if we're making chicken, then I'll take out some of the chicken and just boil it with nothing in it, just boil it. And if we make eggs, like maybe once a week, because he doesn't do very well with eggs often, so I try to do it just once a week, like literally just break an egg in a pan, or even just nuke it in the microwave with, again, no seasoning, little things like that. And he enjoys green beans, he enjoys spinach. I try not to give him too much spinach, because too much of anything of that is not good for them, right? So spinach maybe once a week, like I'll just cook it thoroughly with just plain water, maybe 2 tablespoons of it, that sort of stuff. So I kind of am indulging him a little bit. He gets treats. He does not like peanut butter. He used to. He doesn't like it anymore. I think it kind of gets stuck in his palate over there, and he doesn't like it. So, yeah. All right. Enough of. Yeah, he is a good. He is. Yeah, he gets raw yams. Well, not raw really, but cooked. Because I get that, and I don't use pill boxes. They're not. They're called pill boxes. The little chews that you get for dogs, and they have a hole in the middle, like little donuts, and you put your pill inside that and give it to them as treats. I don't do that. So either with the cooked chicken, or with the yams, or a little bit of potato or something, I stick it in that and I give it to him and he eats it up. Or cheese even. Worst case scenario, just cheese. So, all right, let's, man, I'm getting hot now. All right, so, any other questions, y'all? Any other cases? This is supposed to be a recap for 2004, but we got around to talking about a whole bunch of other stuff, right? Pill pockets, yeah, that's what it's called. I try not to give it. Tigger used to love it. My, my mastiff used to love it. I mean, Tigger was very food driven, but not this guy. How are you, Rachel? How are you doing after that reading? Oh, absolutely, John. I mean, absolutely. This whole industry, I mean, man, it's ridiculous. So, can we talk about the raw? Sure. What's your question? Okay. What's your question, Rachel, about the royals? But in terms of, are they going to release the Epstein list? Are they going to release the Epstein list? Let's see. Mars. Oh, they're fighting very, very hard to keep the Epstein list quiet. Oh, hell, girl. They are not going to release the Epstein list. It's like, make it to the public, like we'll have access to it. They're going to say, oh, that's really not the actual list. There was another list. This is a fake list. We cannot authenticate this list. This is not the one. They are going to do, oh, see? That's what they're going to say. We got Mars, they're going to fight it. We got the Moon card, and we got the Magician. They are going to do everything they possibly can to discredit the list that is supposedly been published. Okay, so she wanted to ask about Becky Ruthus's Hi Bunny. Uh, Becky, he's like fast asleep. So yeah, are they gonna release? Okay, so will JFK files be released? We can ask that. Uh, JFK files been released. Oh, I'm sorry. Mercury. I don't think they'll release his files. I don't think they'll release it. They're going to fight it as much as they possibly can. No, yeah. See, if they do release the JFK files, they will be a complete imbalance, complete disintegration of the balance of power within our agencies. There's going to be chaos. And that is going to put the whole country at risk. Like everything else is going to be brought up to question. So it is in the best interest to keep that under control, to keep that under cover. But they are also going to make an attempt and say that a lot of those files have been lost, or out of the 110 pages, like 109 and a half pages will all be redacted. They're going to play games like that. It won't even be in the best interest. I'll tell you this though, if at all they do release that, Trump does something somehow and they release it, he's going to have to really be careful for his own safety and security. I'll leave it at that. Rachel Carter says Catherine, Camilla, Megan, and Beef. They have a beef going on there? God, I've been so far away from that whole drama. I don't even know. Huh. Holy shit. This is a lot of energy. Okay, why am I getting so many aces over here? Okay, one more. It's literally a struggle for power, y'all. It's a jostling for power. Who gets the pole position? But that shouldn't be the case. That shouldn't be the case. There's something else that's going on over there. I think it's got something to do with bifurcation or such of wealth, but then they are not going to be allowed that. So, in all reality, I think this is the Hermit card. What the hell in the reverse? Wow. The Hierophant, the Hangman. Oh, this is some interesting energy, and the Knight of Wands. One more card. Oh shit. Because the real reason for her and what's his face's name? Henry wanting to separate from the royal family, the real reason has always been kept under wraps by the Hierophant, and in this case, a Hierophant would be the the palace, and they always want to kind of keep it under wraps because there's something else that has transpired that will not be brought to light. They're going to do everything in their best interest not to bring it to light. But the thing is, there is a kind of a argument here that one faction is saying, no, we need to bring all this to light so we can finally be free of that chapter and move on. So I think that's what's going on. I hope that answered your question. Okay, let's not get into that now at the moment. Everyone should get a wait, what? Hey, oh no, the computer, don't freeze on me. Come on, don't freeze on me. Okay, there we go. Wait, she goes, everyone should get a reading done with Kitana. Thank you for your validating that, Rachel. It was my pleasure, and thank you for trusting me to do a reading for you. He does have cancer. Absolutely, he does. Will Jay-Z be arrested? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Well, I feel like there's some sort of a limitation put on him. Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Oh shit. 1, 2. Oh, there is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 of swords. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to come about really quick, y'all. It should be in the works already. But he's going to fight it. He's going to fight it like hell. Oh. It's not looking good for Jay-Z, y'all. No. Holy moly. For real, dude? Oh, shit. No, y'all, it's not looking good for Jay-Z. Let's just say that and leave it alone. And there is going to be an attempt to separate him and what's her face's name, Beyonce, just to safeguard the wealth. Okay. That's the best way. Oh, thank you, Sherlyn. Making homemade scallop potatoes. Will Ali Carter be okay and safe? Oh, that's an interesting question. Ali Carter. Let me just look at her face, okay? just so I get an image of images. Wait, who? Okay, I don't know. Let's go to live stream. Okay, please tell me, is Ali Carter, the lady who's an author? Just tell me something about her. Is she who's Ali Carter? Is she an author? Is she an actress? But you know what, Delvin, her downfall will come. To answer Delvin's question, I feel like Beyonce is someone that you wouldn't want pissed at you. Her downfall will come sometime. You watch. Oh, okay, Ali Carter. Now I have the thing. What about the degeneratism? Yeah. All for money. To separate. Okay, let's take it back 1 second. Let's see. Okay, so let's look at Ali Carter, okay? Ali Carter, and I'll come down to those questions. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4. Oh, 4 of Cups. Swords. An offer is going to be made to her, and it's a question of whether she wants to take that offer and just hush up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or not. If she chooses not to take the offer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, she should not settle. If all the threats are being made against her, if she caves, she may think she'll be safe, but she won't if she caves. In fact, if she doesn't cave and doesn't settle, she's going to come out trumps. Who's really responsible for Diana's death? Three times they had made plans to eliminate her. We're talking about Lady Diana. 3 times. And the plans fell through. And it's the last time. So the third time is when the plans actually they were able to see it to fruition. And they did have some help in terms of, yeah, okay, 3 attempts were made. The first 2 were not carried out properly, and they called it off last minute. But the last time is when they were like, yes, we can do it, we'll go ahead. That's because outside help was sought, and the outside help delivered on it, and it was organized, it was approved, it was let me just say, it's not an accident. It was organized, it was approved, it was given the go-ahead sign by I'm not going to say by the people who she was once associated with. No, Oprah she's going to slip through the cracks. Oprah is going to be fine. She's a victim of Didi's parties. Okay, got it. My enemy is giving. Oprah Winery be arrested. Oh, let's look at Beverly Cannon. Let's see, Beverly Cannon. Who are you? What are you about? Beverly Cannon. Okay. Beverly Cannon. Beverly Cannon. Beverly Cannon has got ulterior motives. Let's just leave it at that. I'm not going to go any further. She's got ulterior motives. That's it. Okay. Yeah, Beverly Cannon. Yeah, she's got ulterior motives. She's got a lot at stake. She has to my pleasure. Will Melania move to the White House? Interesting question. Honestly, it doesn't matter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kicking and screaming. I don't think she wants to be there, but she will be there just when it suits her convenience. But I think she's going to be splitting her residence. Like, she'll be there when she wants to, and otherwise she's gone. Like, she's not into it full. Like, she's not going to be as, she's not even going to be as committed as she was the last time to the presidency this time. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, let's not talk about those two anymore. Honestly, it doesn't matter to me whether she's going to be in the White House or not. How does that affect me? How about Hank Brennan? What case are you talking about? How about Hank Brennan? Why did he take this case? Which case are you talking about? Are you just pulling stuff out from the internet? Let's get this out from there. You know the Yuba case or whatever? I'm going to look into that. Hank Brennan, what is up with him? He seems like a good guy. Well, he is a good guy, but he's a businessman, over and above everything, and he struggled really hard to make his millions, and he's not about to piss it away for anybody, not even for Trump. So there's that. Oh, Karen Reed case. How about Hank Brennan? Why did he take this case? Maybe because it's salacious, maybe to promote his career. Hank Brennan. I don't even know about that. Let's see. I'm not, there are a lot of people who are really following that Karen Reed case. I haven't been so into it from the very beginning. But Yuba County 5, have I read on it before? I forgot, Delvin. I forgot. I didn't even know I had done a reading on them. What's his name? Hank Brennan. Show me what I need to say. I forgot I did a reading on Hank Brennan. Money, baby. It's all about money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's all about money. Career. Absolutely. Simply because of the salaciousness of the case. Absolutely. For him, it's like game on, bring it. Yeah, he just wants to prove a point. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually does well in this case. I don't know, Auntie. What do you think? Do you think, considering who won the elections, do you really think Do you really, really think the country has come together? Do you think the country will be together? Do you think the country, you tell me. I don't know, Delvin. I have to go back and look. But thanks for bringing it to my attention. I didn't even know, forgotten about it. Uh, John Bonet, wow, no, girl. Silently. I feel like it's more, it's a challenge. I think this is his opportunity to prove himself, to further his career. It's not so much anything else than just to prove a point, because it's like going against some really, see, that's like a little, that family who, this Karen Reed, who actually really offed her boyfriend or whatever, they are a bunch of hoodlums. So they basically run that city, that town, whatever. So for him, it's to prove a point kind of thing. So, uh, Hank, let me get a good look at his face. Hank Brennan, let me see his face. I hope I'm not confusing him with the other guy, the other attorney, because there's this other guy over there, that old, yeah, Hank Brennan is the younger guy, okay, not the older guy, not the district attorney or whatever, or the prosecutor or whatever. Yeah, this is a different guy. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Yeah. Mark your calendars. Somebody texted me. Well, it's not somebody. Well, it's one of the subscribers. She texted me and she said something about the weird weather next week. And she said, oh my God, you did say. So watch out next week. Also around the 29th of March, I think, right? Watch out around that time. 10 days before, 10 days after. There's some energies that are a little bit strong, if you will. Will there, now that's a question. Auntie asks, will there possibly be a political third party in the future for the USA? Okay, that's a question I want to look at. Thank you for bringing that up, Anne. Well, technically, there's always been a third party, which is the independents, but not on the scale of, the Dems or the Republicans. All right, here you are. And interesting because United States is the sun sign for our country is Cancer, July 4th. Wow. And then we have Pluto. Sixth, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wow! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. Yes, absolutely there will be another party. Absolutely, and here's your question. It'll happen in our lifetime, at least in my lifetime it'll happen. There's your question. There will be a third party in the United States. Absolutely there will be. I will see it happen in my lifetime. All right. Okay. That's a good question. Artificial intelligence and how that will impact. interesting. Once more. Oh, you can't make up this stuff, man. Seriously. You just can't. Y'all, you cannot make up this stuff. We have the moon card. Can you see that? We have Gemini. And then we have the air. Okay, hang on there, okay? We are not done drawing the cards. We have the Pope, which is the Hierophant. Okay, hang on everybody. This is a very interesting read. I like this. Thanks for bringing this question up, and appreciate that. I'm really getting into this. Whoa, okay. Unbelievable. And the I'll show you the cards. So we have the 10 of Cups, we have the Chariot, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of Coins. Then we have 4 and 4, 8 of Swords. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of Cups. We have Temperance, and then we have the Emperor. Okay. So let me show you these cards. 10 of Cups. Okay. Then we have the Chariot. Then we have this guy. We have this guy. We have this guy. This guy. And this guy. All right. Let's do this. Come here, buddy. Okay. All right, we ready? So we have the Moon card and then the Hierophant. We have Gemini, and then we have 15, which is the Devil card. Then we have Air, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the Chariot card. We have the 5 of Discs. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the 5 of Cups, and then we have Temperance, and then we have the Emperor. Oh, I forgot to get one for this guy. Let's get one for him. There we go. So keep in mind, America is Cancerian, and I do believe Cancer is ruled by the moon. And then we have the Hierophant, which is a Taurus card, which talks about institutions, orders, rules, regulations. Institutions are government agencies as well. So, in terms of, is there ever going to be a time, a situation where the government is going to be like, oh, the public is saying they don't want artificial intelligence, let's drop it back? No, artificial intelligence is here to stay. AI is here to stay. AI has been going on for much longer than what we have come to. Like, if they said, oh, AI started only in the past 5 years, 10 years, no, y'all, AI started decades ago, 5-6 decades ago, if you will, even. um, and it's here to stay. There is no doubting the fact. There is no two ways about it. And I do believe, at the end of the day, it is brought in. Uh, Let me say this: this is entertainment purposes only. This is allegedly. These are my observations and my opinions. Do your own research. Do your own due diligence. Form your own conclusions. Now, for a lot of people who say that, oh, there's no alien technology, there's no this, there's no that, I will tell you right here, there is alien technology that has been brought to us either by accident or either purposefully, and we've had access to alien technology. I don't know if you can see this. Alien technology, for me, the Ankh is, that little symbol is symbolic of, it's not the Ankh, it's symbolic of alien technology, if you will, or anything alien to us, anything otherworldly. We've had access to that technology for a very long time. Now, we just, as a government, there has, and it's not just the United States government that has had access to that kind of technology. There are certain other countries and certain other governances in the world that have also had that technology. And between the powers that be, aka United States, certain other countries, there has been a lot of back and forth in terms of communication, sharing of some information to a certain extent, but each of these countries that have that access to that information and that technology keep a lot of it secretive because they use it for their own empowerment. Then we have the Gemini card. Now think about it. Now Cancer, Gemini is the 12th house for Cancer, right? And then what is Gemini? Gemini is ruled by Mercury, right? Mercury is intellect. It's an air energy. It's quick in nature. It is very easily adaptable. And there's a lot of this technology that actually, surprisingly, believe it or not, comes from under aquatic related, or not just from land, not just from air, but also from water. Now then we have 15, which is the devil card, which is Capricorn, and Capricorn is an earth element. So we are just saying, oh, it's all from the skies, it's all from, yeah, a lot of alien technology, as we know, comes from the universe, from the ether, etc., etc. But a lot of it actually does come from below the water, and we have not. The general public hasn't explored that as much as they would like to think. That the general public doesn't realize how much of alien technology actually does come from under the surface of the water, if you will. And we are more closely related to, tied to that technology that comes from the water than from the ether. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, as far as the technology that comes from the ether, we have the air element, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, think about this. Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius card, and I hope you all can hear me well. Wheel of Fortune is a Sagittarius card, and Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Cancer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th house from Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8th and 6th houses. Now, what do the 8th and 6th houses mean, right? So the 8th house is longevity. It's the wills, the secrets, the legacies, the That's illusions, shared resources. Sixth house, it talks about habits, health, um, the restless minds. It talks about enemies. It talks about um, the native's own works, one's own works. It talks about um, labor. It talks about friends. It talks about enemies, etc. So when you look at it from that perspective, there is a little bit of exchange. How are we going to perceive this alien technology that we have? Is it going to be really our enemy? Is it going to be a friend for us as humans as we know it? So a lot of that is going on, and people still haven't figured out whether which way is it. What do we would like to think it's going to harm us, but I don't think it actually is meant to harm us. In fact, this alien technology that comes from the ether is actually going to benefit us in terms of extending the longevity on one in one aspect, extending the longevity of the human lifespan. Does it make sense? And there's a lot that's still going to be revealed. It's not like everything has been revealed to us. No, there's a lot that is still revealed. There's a lot that's still evolving, and there's a lot that will continue to evolve, at least in one aspect. And that aspect is, how can we use this alien technology for to extend the longevity of the human life? And why do we want to extend the longevity of the human life? That's the next question, right? Like, why do we, if the average age of the human life is 75, 80 years, what's the premise of extending it? How is that going to benefit us? So that is what is being like, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is what is being questioned. So at least in this one aspect, okay? Now, this is not the only aspect. There are a lot of other aspects. Then we talk about accessing this kind of a technology, accessing, for lack of a better term, time travel. How do we harness energy that is going to facilitate us to be able to travel through and to the different universes as we know it? So all that is coming from the alien technology that has been given to us, or we found it, or somehow acquired it from the ether, from the space. So they're different from the space and from under the water. Keep that in mind. Next, we have the Ten of Cups. Now, as far as the Cups is concerned, yes, it's water energy, yada, yada, yada. But Cups also talks about emotions. It talks about how one feels, obviously emotions, right? So there is a certain um, certain information, certain weapon, information, knowledge that we already have in terms of how this alien technology can help us in terms of curing certain diseases, and thereby extending human life as we know it. And also the basic health in terms of, when we say on an average in America, the highest number of obesity is in this city, that state, or people from certain countries are more prone to certain disease, that sort of thing. These alien technologies and the research that's put in it will also help us in terms of figuring out these kind of things, which will again bring into the forefront the quality of human life. So it's not just a question of extending human life from average age of 75, 80 years to 125 years, but the quality of that life, okay? So that's one thing. And then we have the Chariot. The Chariot, of course, is a Cancer card. And what does the Chariot signify? It talks about being able to garner, having the resources and having the abilities is one thing, but having the ability to manage your resources in a very balanced way is what makes all the difference. And that is the first house. It's Cancer. America is the first house, right? Again, for us, I do believe the strength lies in the alien technology or whatever technology or knowledge or information or such that comes from the water, that is going to be more key to us and for us as a country, as a nation. Not and this is specific to our country as a nation, not to in terms of the whole world. Okay, get it? But the other things that I said, yes, it does apply to mankind in the whole. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next we have the 5 of coins, and here, um, hang on 1 second. What does this say? Wait, what? You know how we talk about fossil fuel, etc., that sort of a thing, and it's not infinite, right? Fossil fuel is not infinite. How is this? How are we going to, as a country, expand, invest, research into uh, fuel, alternative fuels? I'm not talking about battery fuel, solar fuel, that sort of a thing, but alternative fuel that that would facilitate uh, a better way for us to weaponize ourselves in terms of how shall I phrase it? So let's look at it this way. So we talk about energy, right? Um, uh, it, oh, the ability to make fire is what really pushed Homo sapiens, if you will, to the next level, right? In simple terms, just bear with me here. So, having access to infinite amounts of energy or alternative fuel is going to really change uh, uh, how we will be able to travel in terms of space. Even as simple as like our aircrafts or fighter jets or this or that or whatever, how many miles, how many hours can they fly without having to refuel, etc. And energy can be used in so many different ways. Fuel can be used in so many different ways. So how are we able to go and access these different sources of fuel or power, and not just have to rely on fossil fuel or other fuel sources of fuel or energies that we are able to discover or create or manufacture or come up with just on this one planet. Does it make sense? Then we have 8 of swords. So the 8 of swords over here, for me, I will tell you, in terms of certain aspects, um, this whole foray into alternative fuel, alien technology, this that, is actually going to limit the progress uh, of mankind to a certain extent, because having all that knowledge, having all that ability to not only extend the longevity of our lives and the quality of our lives, does not necessarily mean now we are equipped and we are somehow the newer version, the 2.0, 3.0, 10.0, that we can as human beings travel to other universes, just like the aliens come over here, without any other forms of evolution as far as our physical self is concerned. Does that make sense? So I feel that in certain ways there is a little bit of limitation. Even though we may have discovered, we may have access to all of that, we still are limited in certain ways and will not be able to do everything that we know we want to do and we would like to do and we can do if only, right? Does it make sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense here. In other words, in spite of all this progress, there is still a particular element in us as the human race that is missing, that one link that we don't have, that will facilitate us being able to live on different, like travel and live on different planets and that sort of thing, in the physical sense. So, and from there we have the 5 of cups. Now, yeah, the 5 of cups does talk about what you call disappointments. It does talk about not having everything that we wished and hoped for. So it's not 100% win-win-win. There are some things that we have to give up for this, right? So that some things could be either partnering with other countries, with other governments, with other intelligences, um, because we cannot go down this path and do it solo. So there is an element of partnering. The problem is, does America as a country want to really partner? Do you know what I mean? It's like, uh, and again, selfishness, right? It's like we want the power, we want all the power. So our hand will be forced where we'll have to partner. We'll have to give some to get some, in terms of being able to garner this. Now, look at this. We have temperance here again. So temperance, as we know it, is Sagittarius, balance, understanding. I mean, right off the bat, we got the chariot card, the moon card, yada yada. So here again, we talk about balance. We talk about having the ability to find a happy medium wherein uh, we have access to this technology. We can use this technology. Uh, that's going to help us, but where do we draw the line as far as that is concerned? That is the struggle for us as human beings, because our emotions are so tied into this that as a race, as human beings, we are going to struggle with drawing the line to a certain extent and saying, okay, we really, how far do we take it? Like, are we going to see all of this transpire in one person's lifetime? That's hard to say, right? So it's almost like as much as we have had access to by default, by mistake, by whatever, this artificial intelligence, alien technology, whatever, for decades, I would say 5 to 6 decades, um, we are still in a phase where we are still kind of playing with certain ideas. We still are in a phase where we haven't completely refined everything, where we can say, okay, now we got it all together, here's the manual, go, that sort of a stuff. There's so much more to it. And then we have the Emperor card. Now, the Emperor card is Aries, so 10th house. So Aries is the 10th house for Cancer, right? And what does the 10th house talk about? It talks about government, it talks about success, it talks about the environment, it talks about controlling the environment, it talks about customs, it talks about um, the goals, the occupations, the reputation, the what have you, that sort of a thing. So when we look at artificial intelligence, when we look at all of these things, we have another element that we haven't even touched on, and that is, how does religion factor into this, right? So uh, regardless of what country you come from, regardless of what political leanings you come from, every country has its own religion and whatever, right? So in terms of religion, how is religion, be it Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, whatever you call it, how is the religion as a how is religion, how is the faith of one's country going to react to this? Because believe it or not, let's just talk about America as a nation. Believe it or not, I do believe the church uh, has some sort of a involvement, some sort of a input, some sort of a access, some sort of to a certain extent knowledge about artificial intelligence as we know it, as we call it, as we see it. So there is going to be a little bit of a input as far as that is concerned, because odd as it may seem, artificial intelligence, once the general public, like how computers has become a common thing for people worldwide, regardless of what country or what economic demographic you come from. Everybody knows cell phones, everybody knows computers. The moment artificial intelligence comes down to that level where it is accessible to and by for anybody at any country, any level, any demographic, um, people will begin to question uh, religion, question faith. It almost feels like it's going to clash with faith, with religion. And that's the part of it that the powers that be in terms of the faith, the religion, they don't want that, because once they look, okay, how do they manage people? How do they have so many millions and millions of people donating millions and millions of monies to these religious organizations, and they get away with so much BS? Fear of God. So when this comes to light, the so-called fear of God ceases to exist, and then you have no more control over the general public. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, man, this could go on forever and ever and ever, but I'm going to actually pull out just one more card for this, and I'm going to shut this down, because this should have been a reading in and unto itself. Right? Who's the person who asked me this question? Auntie, always causing trouble, and thank you. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for asking that question. It's, sometimes it's just the right time, man, and today is the right time for that question. Let me ask. Give me one more card, please. Oh, take another. Okay, we'll take this deck. Give me one more card. One card. Give me one card. You know what? It's very interesting. I got the Three of Wands here, which let me show you this. Just this card in and unto itself, okay? This is a different deck. Let me just show you this card. This is the card I got. Just look at the imagery of it, right? So it is, y'all, I mean, we are closer than we think we are, but then again, there's so much more to it. Maybe only 3% of it is what we know, right? So in terms of space travel to the moon, etc., I do believe it's going to be a little bit more mainstream. But in terms of actually being able to live on other planets, yeah, that's a little bit, yeah. Is that cool? Like, you can't make up. I mean, the cards don't lie, and you can't just, like, it's so fascinating to me that how information flows. Like, it's. Any other questions? Wait, I missed out on a lot of questions here, so I wondered, okay, so, well, small people, I should say, okay, for any of us still listening in, so, Elena Cookies, he pushes progress of it, but then he warns us, saying how dangerous it is. See, but that's the thing, right? I mean, we have this kind of a romanticized image of artificial intelligence, right? Oh, it'll do this, it'll do that. We only know a small bit of what aliens are and their technology. Do I believe? Okay, let's back up. Do I believe that there are other life forces in existence? Yes. Are they called aliens? You call them whatever you want. Doesn't matter. They could be calling us aliens. So alien is somebody who's other than, who's different from, right? That's really the meaning of aliens, right? So we don't know everything about them. We absolutely do not. So how do we know whether they're going to hurt us, harm us? Yeah, that's an interesting question. Let me look at that 1 second about the plane. Hang on. Susan Sylvie says, I honestly don't comprehend how this. Yeah. Okay, Auntie's already on to the next one. Gotta love you, Auntie. Start something and she's already on to the next one. Interesting question, though. I'm not opposed to you asking that question. Very interesting. I love subjects like that. Let's look at the Russian thingy about that plane, man. Did they purposefully bring it down? I'm going to say yes even before the cards come. Let's see what the cards say. We have strength. Yes, absolutely. It was a show of power. Then we have Two of Cups. They had a choice. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Absolutely, it was a show of power. They had a choice, and they decided to go for it. Yes, it was done with intention. Ow, this thing is bugging me. Ow, oh my goodness. It's pulling on my head. Sorry, y'all. I was like, why is my head hurting so much? Okay. To do, it is being kept for us, yes. Oh, yeah, it is. I honestly don't comprehend how cell phone operates. So, simple thing like there's a lot of questions, people have been talking for a long time about the Rh negative, and then certain people who have, an extra tail vertebrae or this or that or whatever, right? So, think about this for a second. I was just watching on the news that they were talking about this bird flu that has affected 65 people and yada yada. And this lady was saying that how that particular virus, they found that it has mutated. So if a virus can mutate, do you think us as human beings cannot mutate? Like, we are constantly evolving. We are a life force. As life as we know it, as our environment, we mutate. Species mutate based on the environment. So as our environment changes, we have to mutate to survive in the new, constantly changing, mutating environment. So you think, human beings will not mutate, are not mutating, whatever. So who knows? And there's also cross species thingies, things like that happening. So a simple thing, the tigers and lions, they have crossbred them, and you have ligers, and they're existing in this universe. So if you can do that, then who knows what else is possible or not possible. When science has come to the extent of where you can use a pig's heart or a pig's something and put it in a human body, and the human is able to survive and function normally for X number of years. I mean, you're talking about two different species. What's to say, right? I mean, so, all right. I love subjects like that. I could read on it all day. I could talk about it all day. I just very fascinated by that. So, do you know about Jaguar Right? She helped. Yeah. Do you think she's being truthful? Three, four, five, six, seven. Oh wow. 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 Look, y'all. As far as she is concerned, let me get some of this. Oh, shit. I have never seen that happen, y'all. Never freaking ever seen that happen. Okay, this is... Okay. Okay. She has made a decision because of what she has lost in terms of opportunities to create wealth for herself. Okay? And so she had to make a decision and say, all right, I'm never going to go back and recover it. Here are my options. Let me make something out of this, be it money or something. Let me make something out of it, because success doesn't have to be money. Success can come in many ways. You may think you're not, like, for example, all these people who are on YouTube and TikTokers, and they're so-called influencers, all the freebies they get and the monies they get. So it can come in different ways, right? So she's like, I've lost the primary source, the ability, all the years of being able to make money. Here I am. I have two choices. I go this way or this way. Let me take it up. Maybe someday I will be able to recover, make some money out of this or whatever, recover some of the lost resources or lost opportunities. Then she has Eight of Cups. She's emotionally wiped out. She's emotionally walked away from something. She has had to emotionally check out, detach herself from a very emotional situation that she has endured. Okay? Very emotional situation that she has endured. But she has been managing to keep it under control, her emotions under control, because she's like, there is going to be a time when I'm going to be able to let loose all of this, and this is the time. This is the time for judgment for her, and she feels this is the time for me to speak up, otherwise I'll never be able to speak up. Hopefully by speaking up and speaking out, I should be able to somehow find redemption. That's her thing. I don't think she is lying, but this is what the cards are saying. I wish her all the best. I have nothing against her. I don't know her personally. I just know of her. And again, this is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions, and allegedly do your own research, do your own due diligence, and form your own conclusions. So that's all I'm going to say about her. Oh, absolutely, that is going to happen, but not in my lifetime. I'm not going to see it happen. Sherilyn says, will we colonize another planet? Like I said, that's the thing. As much as we have advanced, and we may think, so it's like getting a how shall I say? It's like getting a little and no offense meant to any of these. I'm trying to find the right way of doing it. Like getting a little pickup truck and saying you are going to go race with an airline, with an aircraft. No matter how big an engine you put on this pickup truck, it's not going to race an aircraft, right? So it's like that. So as much as we may have access to artificial intelligence and access to all that stuff where we can improve our longevity and improve our life with this, that, and the other, we still are not at that spot where we can say this is like the 10.0 version of the human being, where now you legit can go and live there and survive. You get it? So I don't know if I made sense. Okay. Totally makes sense, make a lot of sense. Okay, so oh, my pleasure. Fairly. Oh, for passage, you're a wise woman. I thank you, but I digress. There's a lot I don't know, and I'm constantly learning. Life is a constant process of learning, y'all. One of these days, girl, seriously, I think this new year I have to kind of freaking get back, because I'm kind of losing. And here's the weird thing: when you fall off the bandwagon per se, in terms of posting regularly and all that, and then getting back to the groove has been a little bit difficult for me. Finding the discipline and the dedication and the commitment, but I have determined that this year I'm going to absolutely do that. So we will. So let's do this then. I may as well start implementing this. Somebody's been texting me. I don't know who you are. Okay, so I don't know who that is. To do. Where are we? Calendar. Bring the calendar. So we have. Wait, did somebody just? Oh shoot. Oh, I don't know how to do it, Sherilyn. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to do that, work on that. Thank you, Sherilyn. I appreciate you. You didn't have to do it, but she sent me something on Cash App. I don't even know how to work that. I'm going to have to figure it out, but thank you. I'm trying to get to my calendar. So I had said that the 4th of January is when I'm going to do the live, right? The, when I'm going to do that giveaway or whatever. So we're keeping that for 6:30. What do y'all think? 4th, I can do it at 12 o'clock, maybe 12 to 2 Central Standard Time. I can do a Zoom. Let me know, and what do you think? Then, I think I'm going to restrict it only to, like, a few people, maybe 10 people. So let me know. I get serious anxiety about. Wait, what? Rachel said something. Yeah, that's true. I mean, this is reality, this is life, right? So there's a lot of stuff out there, y'all, that, I could, y'all, let me tell you. Okay, first let me say this. I don't know, okay, my knowledge is not that expansive, okay? Uh, I'm constantly learning. I love to read books, and I'm constantly exploring information. Information is what freaking drives me. I mean, that is the fuel, that is where I get my energy from. That is that's what feeds my soul, y'all. Seriously, information. And it's the weirdest thing. If you look at my, okay, let's delve into astrology. If you look at my chart, somebody told me, astrologer who I have a lot of confidence and trust and respect for the knowledge he has, he told me that that's how your chart is. You're constantly seeking, seeking, seeking. And that's just the kind of person you are. And it's true. I have always been like that, even as a child. And I also believe, like, just gathering all this knowledge and having all this knowledge is nothing great about it. It's useless if you're not willing to share it with people, right? So anytime anybody asks me, I'll be like, yeah, sure. I don't guard it like, oh, if I tell you, somehow you'll become empowered. That's not the way I look at it. I love to talk about these things. If there's somebody who's willing to listen, I'll share what little knowledge I have. There are some other things, subjects that I am so greatly interested in, and I've always been interested in, and I've educated myself. I have been initiated also into that realm of knowledge, if you will. And a couple of times I've thought about presenting it here, but not everybody is receptive to that kind of information or knowledge, or even interested in those subjects. So then I'm like, people are going to kind of be like, oh God, like, what in the world she's talking about? Because they don't understand. They can't even comprehend that such things is a part of our reality as we know it, right? So maybe someday I'll start, in this coming new year, I'll start thinking about maybe having a little podcast type of a thing just for that subject. Like, we'll see. It's very interesting though. Hipsy, Sherilyn, you are very, very kind. Thank you. I appreciate you. Didn't see the conversation, I guess. Oh, what are you saying? Cat H, I'm sorry. I missed it. Cat H says something. I apologize. I'm scrolling back. I don't know what she said. I missed it. Please don't be offended, people, if I miss some of your comments or your questions. I sincerely apologize. It's awesome. Okay. It's PA. Girl, what is PA, girl? Cat H, what do you mean? Oh, okay. What is PA? What? What is PA? You lost me, honey. I'm completely confused. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you asking me what PA is? Oh, Anne says you should have many more subscribers. Well, I'd like to grow my subscription, like the number of subscribers. Give me a thumbs up, get the word around. I would appreciate that. So, thank you, Anne. Rachel Carter says founding fathers. Okay, I get serious anxiety about. Oh, got it. You should have many more. Okay, I definitely will. I missed your voice. Okay, she goes. Thank you, Courtney. I'll definitely try to be there. Wait, Mimi. I definitely will. These are some very interesting subjects, Yara. I know, right? Jan 6, yes, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, Becky. When's other live? Okay, so let's figure this out. Let me get my. Oh, so I have to. Let me get rid of that thing that's just kind of hanging around there. So 4th Saturday we are going to have of January 2025. We are going to have two lives. Okay, one is going to be a Zoom 12 noon uh, to say 2 o'clock. Okay, that's going to be Central Standard Time, which is Texas time, and I'll be sending out personal invitations, not personal invitations, Zoom links via email. So you'll all have my email. Um, I'm going to try and keep it for just the first 10 people who register. Please be y'all. I'm going to make a request. One thing that really kind of bothered me is when I used to have the Zooms on the Saturdays. Remember, every first Saturday or third Saturday, whatever, I used to have that, right? Or every Saturdays. There were people who would sign up for it and who would say, send me the invitation. And I'd send the invitation religiously. And all of a sudden, they wouldn't show up, or they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it. And I felt that, and they did it consistently. And that kind of pissed me off because I was like, look, somebody else who genuinely wanted to be there couldn't be there because you wanted the invitation and then the last minute you cancel. It's okay if you cancel once, like, okay, something came up. I get it. But a couple of individuals did that a couple, 2, 3 times, and I was like, I'm not sending you any more invitations. That kind of stuff really bothers me. It's like, and it's a free thing. I'm not charging people. I'm not asking people, pay me or donate or whatever. Maybe if I did charge, then all these people who are just goofing off will not show up. But I want to charge because I don't want to, because I'm just offering information. Like, I just want to share information. That's it. So please be mindful of that, y'all. I mean, it doesn't speak very well of you're showing your true colors. So remember that. That's just not right. And the reason I want to keep a small group is because everybody can have an opportunity to ask questions or to, voice their opinions or make their own observations or say whatever they know. If we have like 50, 60 people, it's only me speaking and nobody gets to talk. And what fun is that? Remember, that's why I used to keep the Zooms for 15 people, you remember? So please, y'all, just be mindful of that, okay? Um, so, Becky, Saturday, the 4th of January 2025, 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, that is Texas time, will be the Zoom. And Saturday, the 4th of January 2025, will be the live on YouTube. That's for my subscribers only. That's where there'll be a giveaway type of a situation. And just so you all know, subscribers have to have subscribed for at least 3 months. Like, last minute people come and subscribe because they think they're going to win something. That doesn't work that way. That's not fair to all my subscribers who've been with me for the past 2.5, 3 years. So, okay. So hopefully I answered that question. I know, for I mean, think about how far we've come as far as technology is concerned, right? Oh, yeah. Debbie says, will Mike Johnson... What was the comment, Rachel? I didn't understand PA. I didn't understand what that was, so I apologize. I'm still a bit confused as to what that is. If somebody can explain what was your question exactly, I'll be more than happy to answer. So, Debbie's question: will Mike Johnson remain Speaker of the House? Exactly, Auntie. Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson, will he be the Speaker of the House? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Debbie, to answer your question, I don't think so. Not for long. Uh, we're special crazies. Oh, I'm sorry, Cat H. I do apologize. That is, I have to be fair to, legit people who have been with me for so long. So, uh, so okay. Any other questions, y'all? Okay. Oh, my pleasure, Debbie. I appreciate you guys. Just so you know. Okay. Merry Christmas, everybody. I do appreciate y'all. Thank you, Carolyn, Rachel, Cat H, Delvin, Auntie, um, Debbie, then who else? Four-pair, then Ipsy, Dixit, Sherilyn, Becky, Rutha. I'm sure I'm missing names. People have logged out, so that's okay. That's okay. Um, Karen, Fairly. Wait, Fairly asked about Oprah, right? She said, will Oprah ever be arrested? I am waiting for her downfall, man. She is a piece of work. Oprah. Y'all. Oh my goodness, she is going to be safe, y'all. She is going to be safe. She is going to be safe. She's got so much of help from so many different people that 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever like she endures in terms of uh, here's the thing with Oprah. I'm just looking at her. See, man, this is unbelievable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's the thing with her. She's going to come very close to like a downfall, or we almost got away. But she's got such a strong bunch of people who are so supportive of her. It's like they're almost protecting her because she has taken care of these people in the past, that they will do whatever they can to protect her. And there will be times where she's going to come very close to being um, uh, betrayed, and I've lost everything. The arguments, their fights, they are literally, Five of Wands energy, Seven of Wands energy, a lot of it, Three of Swords, a lot of that drama going on. But somehow, with the help of people, she is going to have that. She has that ability that where she can constantly kind of not restructure, reconfigure it and come out new. But she is feeling very burdensome at the moment. She'll with all whatever happens, she'll somehow she will reconfigure and she'll come out new, and it'll be a new life. But even then, there is that fear of being called out. That there is a fear, like she carries that burden on her, that any moment I can be called out. So there's a little bit of that mental, psychological, that little bit of guilt that she has. And I say little bit because people like her, that it's not even guilt, it's fear that, oh my God, they're going to call my number, that people are going to see me for who I really am. But man, anywho, okay, who's running our country? Biden's, yeah, that's another story. Let's leave it. Yeah, she will get her comeuppance, if you will. People like her, people like what's her face's name, Beyonce, and all of that. Yeah, they will all. Sometime they will They will pay the price. You know, there was all this drama about how Kamala, auntie, I was asking, like, somewhere on the news, I think it was Fox News, that apparently there was some, apparently, allegedly, there were some allegations being made that she's having an affair with some uh, election, you know, the group of people who help with the elections, and all. I was laughing. I'm like, y'all. Fox obviously don't like the Democrats. They're 100%, but spewing that kind of shit is like something else. But real quick about Kamala. Man, she's sitting good. She is sitting good, baby. She is sitting pretty. She's got some cards here. She's got the High Priestess, the Devil, the Tower, the Five of Discs, the Empress, the King of Wands, the World card, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Discs. Y'all, I will, whatever people say about her, whether she's having an affair or not, that's none of our business. And so what if she is? Again, that is allegedly. I saw it on Fox. One of those people on Fox Network said it. Um, allegedly. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if she makes another attempt at running for elections in 2028. I will not be surprised. It's not that far fetched. Is she going to be successful or not? We are not looking at that. But for her, she has got the cards that says High Priestess to the Empress to the Ace of She has got some good cards, y'all. Do not be surprised if you hear in the news that she is going to run for elections again. Or does she have a drinking problem? Wait, who's running our country? The kingmakers are running the country. Ooh, Ten of Cups. Hell. Six of Swords. She goes, wait, will comrade run, will comrade. Wait. Let me look at his face. Wait, will comrade. Oh my god, what? No. Wait, who is she? Who is this person? Who are you? Girl, who are you talking about? Now I'm all confused. Wait. Becky Ruth, now who are you talking about? Becky? I don't know who. Judge Joe Brown outed her for sleeping way up there. I don't know who Becky Ruther is talking about. Um, I'm not going to say that she has a drinking problem because she is she is more so in control of her emotions now than she will ever be in her life. Like she is like, oh, I get it. She is like, this was like a learning experience, learning round for her, a trial round for her. Um, so she is like, I'm going to walk away from that experience without any emotional baggage because I have learned from that experience, and next time I'm going for the gold. That oh, he calls her comrade. That is what where she's at. Okay, y'all, I'm going to stop with this because I'm kind of getting a little, shoot, I'm getting a little bit tired. So I'm going to stop this. Thank you, everybody. Candace Owens did a deep dive as well. Y'all, honestly, it doesn't matter whether she's okay. Here's what I'm going to say: whether you like her or not, whether you're ready for a woman to be a president of the country or not. Actually, let's rephrase it: whether you like Kamala or not, whether she's black, brown, blue, green, whatever. At the end of the day, to me, I don't care whether it's a male or a female. I want the best person to be sitting in the office to run the country. Doesn't matter whether you're male or female, whether you're black, you're brown, you're blue, you're yellow, you're green, you're whatever. Are you the best candidate to be sitting in the White House? That's all that matters to me. So, anywho, so, yeah, he will, but he's got to be careful, Auntie. So, yeah, happy almost New Year's, right? I'm going to steal that. Happy almost New Year. Thank you, everybody. I stole that from her. Much love to you. Take care. Be happy. Blessed be everybody. And put that on your calendar, the 4th, okay? And those who want to be on that Zoom, let me know. And I will send. I'm going to have only 10 people, I think, okay? So thank you very much. I'm going to log out. Take care, everybody, and see you on Saturday. Bye for now. In the stream. Okay, where are we at?